So I was thinking the other day about my perspective when I was in college. I remember having this thought, and I still remember the thought. I remember thinking, I'm going to go find the type of person I want. And I know once they start going to church with me and I start telling them about the Lord, like if they're not a Christian, they'll become a Christian. And it was very shallow, kind of what I longed for. I desired someone who was athletic, someone who, took care of their physical body, someone who enjoyed sports, someone who liked the business world, and someone who was a certain height. That was pretty much what I looked for. And I thought to myself, once he starts going to church, God will change all the other stuff if the other stuff is junky. Well, I was thinking about that the other day, and the reason why I had such a list of these kind of shallow things was because I didn't trust that God could find the physical aspects of a man that I wanted. I thought he would just find a guy that I wasn't really attracted to, but he would be like this great Christian. And in my mind back then, that wasn't enough. And what it boiled down to was like, I just didn't fully trust the Lord. I didn't trust the Lord with all the desires of my heart. And so I think about that now, and anytime like I make a rash decision or I decide to do something on a whim, it's typically because there was no actual foundation of trust. There was question, lack of trust with the Lord, doubt. And when all those things began to take place, then I would quickly make a decision. And again, it was rooted in not fully trusting him and his will for my life. So now that I know the Lord in the way that I know the Lord, and now that I've been walking with him, really walking with him for since 2019, it's apparent to me that he not only knows all those detailed parts of our life and the things that we truly desire, but he delights in those things. He longs to answer those things if it aligns with his will, and he wants to give us the good things, right? So I guess if you're a young girl and that's been a thought of your mind, on your mind, I don't believe God's going to actually give me everything I desire, so I need to go out and find it and then have him change. That process and that framework is never going to succeed, and it will never last. So I just really advise you to find some things that you desire in a person that are lasting forever. Of course, you want to be attracted to someone, we all have certain things we're attracted to, but don't shortcut God on that either. Write the list out of everything you desire. Seek him in everything that you desire. He'll give you all of those things if they're good for you, but don't just think that because it's a physical attribute that you really long for, God's not going to do something. I guess it's just really important for you to understand that when you put your trust in God, you put your hope in God, he will never shortcut you. You'll always come out with more. And so with that being said, just keep in mind that your trust is never going to return anything less than what you desire. It's always going to be overflow.